So the Shinobird ritual cards and Noah Kaiba just hit Duel Links, and the question everyone wants to know is, are they good? Will they be meta viable? And honestly, no. And it's not because they're not good. It's honestly a good deck. Everything else in the meta is way better. During my play testing, and I'll show you some later, they won about 50% of the time, which, I mean, for what it is, and considering the deck is 100% free to play, I have some non-free to play staples in here, but you really don't need them. It's not bad, but the current meta has things like Despia and Shadal and the new Blue Eyes deck, and unfortunately, this just isn't there quite yet, but it is a fun deck to play, and I do enjoy playing it. So here's my deck list. I grinded up Noah to level 29, so I almost have enough to get the second Shinobird Peacock, and pretty much this is just a ritual spirit deck. And it's actually, I mean, it's interesting, it's kind of fun. So it comes with this skill, Shinato's Judgment. So if your opponent controls a monster, play Shinato, King of Higher Plane from outside your deck and face down defense. Battle position can be changed. You flip that face up, activate the other effect of the skill, and you get Change of Heart from outside your deck to your hand. And if your opponent has no way of dealing with that, which they will have a way, you can just steal their monsters and just hit them. And it's honestly, it's fun, it's a little gimmicky. But the part that I use for this deck is part 2, which is reveal up to 2 spirit monsters or ritual spell cards from your hand, and shuffle 1 card from your hand into the deck. Then for the number of cards revealed this way, add spirit monsters or spell trap cards that mention spirit monsters from the deck to your hand. And that's pretty good, because if you end up with Shinobird Peacock or Shinobird Peacock, you want them back in the deck typically, because you're going to use this and reveal 2 and then send that back to the deck, and then get a spell trap card that mentions spirit monsters. And you will typically grab Stars Align Above the Shrine, because this can use 2 spirit monsters to ritual summon a spirit monster, ritual monster from the deck. And both of these are their own kind of board wipe. So Shinobird Peacock will return up to 3 monsters the opponent controls to the hand, and then special summon 1 level 4 spirit from your hand, and Baroness will return 3 spell or traps your opponent controls to the deck, and then summon a level 4 spirit monster from the deck. And that's pretty much how it works. This also includes a way, so if you use Shinobird Peacock or Shinobird to special summon out Amano Iwato, it can just stay on the field without having to bounce back to the hand through its spirit monster mechanic. And you can just kind of shut down monster effects with this. And that's kind of cool. It's kind of its own floodgate. So the deck has a lot of like tricks to it. So you can you can bounce monsters, bounce spells, shut down monster effects. It's an interesting deck, but a lot of those effects have ways to be negated, and it doesn't really have a way to negate initial effects, you know? So if it can work, it works really well, and if it doesn't, then you've lost. But without further ado, I want to get into some duels. This first duel is against Despia, and it's not a terrible matchup, especially if you play Despia the way this person ended up doing it. But they'll do their initial turn, which I'll skip through mostly. So they reveal, add the Oliver, add the field spell, set 2, play the field spell, summon out the Masquerade. Alright, so initially I'm just going to infinite impermanence the Masquerade so I can actually do things without being taxed. So I play the skill, bring out the Shinato, has a really cool animation. They're going to Judgment of the Branded, get rid of it so I don't get Change of Heart. But I'm going to reveal 2, add a Calling, add a Mono Wato to my hand. And this also allows you to normal summon twice in one turn. So I have those 2. Aratama allows you to get a spirit monster from your deck to your hand. I activate Stars Align Above the Shrine to ritual summon out Shinobird and Peacock. And that pops. They're going to Book of Eclipse it. But it still will send those back to the deck. I'm going to bring out Shade Peacock through Shinobird effect. And Book of Eclipse pops, draw a card. Go back to their turn. They're going to set up their Despia again. They're going to go into the Predaplant. Going to negate Baroness's effects, bring back the Masquerade. Then they're going to Exi into the Dingirsu, and then hit me in the face for 2,600. But they also pretty much just opened themselves up to anything, because they don't have a way to negate now. So I'm going to summon those, and then ritual summon the Shinobird and Peacock from the deck. I'm going to activate Nikitama. So Shinobird and Peacock sends it back to the extra deck. I summon out. Yeah. And by that point, it was game. I had enough to attack directly, win the game. That's pretty much it. That's how it would work. Mono Wato is really good to negate of monster effects. I think he could have done the job of the infinite impermanence. So you really don't need that card. It's just a nice little extra. Let's get into the second duel. Alright. This duel is against Sword Soul, which is another new deck that come from this box. It works off of banishing. It banishes from your field, banishes your graveyard. It gains attack when its things are banished. And that's the titular boss monster. So they summon out the boss, and they have 2 face down. So I'm going to activate the skill. Face down. Activate skill again. Get the Change of Heart to my hand. Change of Heart. Steal the boss. Aratama. Then I'm going to sacrifice their boss. Summon out the Peacock. And that was game over. Attack directly. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. But no, it's not bad. It has tools to it, so the Change of Heart was really nice. Take the their boss monster, so they can't use it against me. Have the Mono Wato on the field. Then just Shinobird and Peacock. Get rid of their back row. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the deck. I have one more to show you, but it's nothing crazy. Yeah, by this point, you understand the basics of how the deck works. Just negate effects, pop the back row, pop the front. So this is how it goes turn 1. Very bad. All I can do is essentially set 1, like, put them face down, and that's really it. But going turn 1, this is against, I believe this was against the new OTK deck, which is really annoying, but with tech cards, it can defeat the cancer. And Book of Eclipse, they're going to play everything they can, and I've already won. And so this is less of a showcase of the the Shinobirds and more of a showcase of Book of Eclipse and how you need to pick up that staple. But, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a sub, and leave a comment down below what deck I should cover next. Thanks.